Ooh, we're live. We're about to go live on the radio as well. So, transition. All right. Cool. All right, we're going to go live. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Doghouse Live with your hosts, Husky, Dingo, and Updog.
Hey, what's up, fellow gamers? We got a pretty good show lined up for you today. Got a really, we had like a very news-heavy week. It seems
Sort of.
just like right near the end of it. There's like a big pile of news that got dumped on us. So we're gonna focus on
Big
that.
old
today.
steamy pile,
Of
wet,
news.
steamy pile,
fresh video game
gross,
news.
pulpy. It's just
Okay, let's
thick,
not go there. Okay.
steamy pile of
This is awkward
news.
news.
You're getting into a lot of detail on this news.
I've got
I'm
a
not
shovel,
comfortable.
and I'm gonna shovel it into
Look,
my
okay,
listeners'
don't
ears.
hate on Shovel. Shovel Knight.
Oh my god.
Shovel Knight's a good game.
What are you talking about?
I said
Talk
Shovel
about
Knight's
how
Stop
shovel-
talking. Both of you, stop talking.
He's disgracing.
I'm tired of this. I'm done.
Talk about how
I'm
shovel.
calling
He's
it quits.
disgracing the shovel.
I'm out of here.
Talk about how Shovel Knight is a big steaming pile of
Okay.
game.
Whoa.
Good
Oh, I
game.
was gonna say,
A big steaming
A
pile
big
of good
steamy,
good game.
stinky pile of good
Good
game.
game.
Oh,
my
god.
gosh.
Hey
What are we
everybody, welcome to the
talking
Doghouse.
about? What
Man.
has this show become?
I didn't get to prepare as much as I wanted for this show. Seemed to be a running theme with my new duties as station manager,
Radio King.
Radio King, the king of
So
the
we have
airwaves.
Radio Lord, we have Radio King, and Squire.
I'm more like an emperor, to be
Okay.
honest.
Well, sorry.
That's just semantics. Anyway, yeah, I think we got a good show today. Got a lot of like, not. I think it's all pretty wacky news. Like one thing that I'm really excited for, and the rest of it's just like, what's happening?
I'll
That's a
talk
similar
about it
thing.
though. I'll talk about it for
How
3
long?
hours if I have to.
3 hours?
If I have to.
maybe
I'll bet.
maybe
Do
two
it.
things that I'm really excited for, and the rest of it's like, oh my god.
I
Why?
really only got one thing I think I'm excited for, and that's kind of it. It's kind of upsetting, but it happens.
Wow,
Right.
it's almost like PlayStation's not releasing good games. But before we can get into that,
Whoa! Hot takes.
Okay. I mean, I feel the hot take,
the
but
last-
okay.
the last good game that they released was Monster Hunter.
Did that come out before?
That
God
came
of
out
War?
before Spider-Man, so
The
I
last good game that they released was Monster Hunter.
I disagree, bro. Hold
Jeez.
up. Spider-Man PS4 came out
All
after
right.
Monster Hunter.
Anyways.
and that's a cool
Yeah,
game.
we gotta let's get focused here.
Sorry.
All right, so before we get to the
ready
top of
for
the
that.
hour and all that thick, heavy news, we're going to jump into the weather and the verse of the day. So, jumping into the weather, today, on this day in history, on the 27th of September,
The year of our Lord.
2019, Anno Domini.
That was like really in sync.
So it's 91 degrees outside.
It's hot.
It's kind of hot.
For our German friends across the pond, that translates to 33 degrees Celsius. For you European savages.
Jeez.
Man, he's always calling them savages.
That's his third
I've
week in a
realized
row.
that.
It's almost like he really
He
believes
loves on
it.
them. Like for 3 seconds, he's like, "For our people across the pond," and he's
And-
like super nice about it, and then he says "savage."
They invented so many cool things like monarchy and gas masks.
Okay, you know what? Like,
And World Wars.
oh
Yeah.
gosh. Okay.
Oh no.
we're getting too deep, boys.
Battlefield 1 is a pretty good game. It's pretty okay, actually. It's
Yeah.
mediocre.
Isn't it on PS4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Humidity right now is 41%. That's what I don't like. I'm okay with straight up heat,
Yeah.
straight up sun just bearing down on me, but when everything becomes a
Yeah.
crab boil, that's when I start having a problem.
I agree.
I am the crab.
I mean, if it's just the sun, you can go into the shade and you're fine. But like,
Yeah.
if the air is like charged with heat energy, then there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is a
That's fair.
freaking sun Haman in the atmosphere. To all our JoJo fans across the pond.
JoJo.
Filthy savages.
Yeah, JoJo fans, they are filthy savages.
I'm gonna make a list of all the people that Husky thinks are savages. We got Europeans, we got
And
JoJo,
JoJo
I'm
fans.
gonna add them to my axis of evil.
And then also European JoJo fans.
Wind speed, southwest wind of 15 miles per hour. I would prefer it to be a little bit more windy because that usually cuts the heat a lot for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, we live in the mountains. There's not much.
Yeah. The heat index is 93 degrees Fahrenheit. For our German fans, that's 34 degrees Celsius. It's funny because I actually do like the Celsius system more.
It makes more sense. I think we're like one of 3 countries that still uses
Fahrenheit.
the Fahrenheit
Yeah,
system.
I mean,
Yeah.
we technically still use Celsius as like the official, but like, nope, we're not forcing anybody to transfer over, and so
yeah,
nobody
it's
does.
just an old American tradition.
I think Fahrenheit's just more specific in terms of like how it reads, but
It's-
Celsius is more general.
It's wackier.
It's definitely wackier, and I agree.
Yeah.
But Celsius is like it's more broad, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Because like for us, it's 91, but Celsius, it's 33. Like
Yeah.
if it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit, it's also 33 degrees
Yeah,
Celsius.
I
It's
would
more
feel
specific.
I would feel more comfortable if the measurements were like closer together.
All right, I'm
so that
closing the
just
weather.
not-
Can you please stop talking about metric systems now?
I
Jeez.
just, golly,
Jeez.
we just wanted to talk. I'm sorry.
All right. Bible verse. You'll sit down, you'll read your Bible verse, and you will like it. All right, so today's Bible verse is from the book of Matthew. It's chapter 6, verse 33. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you.
So yeah, I think it's.
I like how he looks right at me.
He
I was
looks-
like, I knew it.
We both turned to Dingo because he's our
Yeah.
resident Bible expert.
I'm a
You've
Bible
read the
major.
Bible before.
I'm a Bible major. All right. So I'll go ahead and talk about this then. So seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. So in other words, what we need to be doing initially is looking for opportunities to witness to other people and also learning how to be better Christ followers. And whenever we can do that, first off, we'll be in God's will. But secondly, we'll also be...
Yeah?
Hold on, I'm
Yeah?
getting back in the verse.
Right
All
there.
these things will be-
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so all these things will be added to you. He's talking about like, okay, sorry, I'm having to read this again. It's been a hot second since I've actually read this passage.
But
so.
seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you.
Oh, okay, I see what
Yeah.
he's talking about now. Okay, so before this, he's talking about anxiety. So whenever we're talking about the birds of the air, and they don't worry about what they get to eat. And then the flowers of the field, like they're clothed fine because God does that for them. And so
Yeah.
if we just focus on what God has done for us and like sharing his gospel and doing those things that he's asked us to do, he will prepare, like he'll take care of us, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is a weird verse to talk about.
It requires like a lot of context.
To
It
just
seems
have,
like.
it's a weird
It does.
excerpt to have because like it's said in with context in mind. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But it's a good verse whenever
Yeah,
you have the
good
context.
verse.
And it
Mm.
talks a little bit about trust.
keep your mindset heavenward, and locked on the Bible. That foundation. It's important for everybody's life. And this isn't one of those wellness things where like he's saying, if you believe in God, all these good things will happen to you. But like,
Mm-mm.
you know, when you're focused on the spiritual things, the material things, and physical things, it's become less of a
Hassle.
stress because you've got that anchor.
Excellent.
All right.
Let's jump into it. Let's
But-
do it.
Yep.
As much as we all love the Bible and its many great things, its multitude of wisdoms, we're here to talk about video games.
Because that's what the show's about.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna jump into the top of the hour. Why don't you tell us about yours first, Dingo?
Alrighty. Well, my first top of the hour today is going to be Mega Man is going to be appearing in Dragalia Lost. If y'all remember last year, I talked a little bit about that mobile game that released with Nintendo. It kind of has more of an RPG esque thing going about. It was kind of fun, but I ended up dropping out of it relatively quickly. There were just a few things that it just didn't grab my attention for long. The battle system eventually just gets very repetitive.
I found myself going back
so.
to Duel Links.
Yeah, I've been too.
I just recently cleared enough room on my phone to actually play that again.
Oh yeah,
So we
Dude,
should
Dark
do
Side
that.
of Dimensions came out.
It's
That's gamer news.
Synchro monsters are weird.
Yeah, but like I think the best thing that's happened for Duel Links, because this is gaming, I can talk about this.
Yeah.
But the best thing that's happened with Duel Links right now is the Dark Side of Dimensions stuff. Like
Yeah.
I love all the cards that came from that movie. Not like the movie itself. The movie itself was kind of meh. But the cards that came from it, like the cubics, are kind of fun.
Are you saying
There were some blue eyes that were pretty cool.
the Dark Side Dimensions, is that the one where Kaiba and them all came back? Like the original cast
Oh yeah,
of Yu-Gi-Oh?
it's all the original cast.
That was the best Yu-Gi-Oh movie I've ever seen.
You guys
it's
are
the
both
best Yu-Gi-Oh
nerds.
movie.
And it was so out there and like
Yeah.
weird, but
Kaiba's design was sick.
they
I'll give you
leaned
that too.
they leaned into the weirdness and quirkiness of Yu-Gi-Oh so hard that I couldn't do anything but love it.
That's true.
Mm.
But yeah, no, story-wise, like from like an actual like breaking down like the writing, it was awful.
Yeah. But
like
as
everything in
as
Yu-Gi-Oh.
a fan of the original series, it was awesome.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I agree with that. But
I
yeah.
like
Just like all Dragon Ball movies.
I like the one where
Yeah.
they play a children's card game while riding motorcycles.
5D.
Just the
5Ds?
the logistics of that were hilarious to me.
That guy
It's pretty
kicked the main
stupid.
character. That was actually kind of cool because he roundhoused a guy.
Oh
Yeah.
jeez.
I was
He was
expecting him
actually
to whip
pretty
out a deck, and he was like, no, he was like, ah.
Yeah, dude. He went to jail.
He just kicked him.
He was a real guy. He was.
Wow.
He was
It
a
was
G.
in that one Yu-Gi-Oh. Like in that one, Yu-Gi-Oh stuff was just a sport, but it was also used by the police. I don't know. They could. I think if they
Yeah.
just leaned into it to just being a card game and an actual sport instead of like their
doing
dark,
the mystic stuff.
mystic stuff. Like
They
it
ended
worked.
up doing it every time.
It worked with like the first season because there was like a whole like Egyptian thing, and like all the cards were based on like
Egyptian monsters.
all
or
these like
something.
plaques and stuff that were based on like these ancient Egyptian magic cards, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense because that's some Eldritch crap. Like
Yeah.
that makes sense that there's some weird stuff going on.
It's like if
And
they
the GX did good with that too. I feel. Sorry.
I hated GX.
it's like if they took the stone mask from JoJo's and made like a toy line out of it. And just, oh, people are
Yeah.
turned into vampires. That's weird.
Wow.
Wacky.
See, the reason I like
That's
GX
zany
though
and weird.
is Ancient Gears. Ancient Gears are so much fun.
Oh yeah, no, I liked Ancient
like my-
Gears.
one of my
I thought
favorite
I thought
decks.
the Ancient Gear deck was cool. But anyway, we're talking too much about Yu-Gi-Oh. Dragalia, you
Oh
lost.
my
So yeah, Mega Man's coming. I'm trying to remember the
It's a
exact
crossover?
release date. Yeah, it's gonna be a crossover event.
Does he is
So-
like a Mega Dragon?
I assume. I don't know. He might actually get one of the dragons.
Ancient Gearwork Dragon.
Mega Man. Here, let me double check this.
Dragon
because
X.
I saw the news and just got really confused. by
Mighty
it.
Number 9 Dragon.
You guys are just saying words,
coming
and
this
I don't
winter.
understand any of them.
Dragalia lost.
Okay,
I
it's
lost
coming
it.
this winter.
Help
All
me
they've
find it.
so the only thing they've actually confirmed is that it features Mega Man and that he's gonna be in
Cool.
it. That's
You know what other game
literally the
features
only thing.
Mega Man?
Monster
Super
Hunter?
Smash
Yes.
Brothers.
You know what? If they just made one good Mega Man game, maybe they could like give the Monster Hunter people a break because they're like all that's keeping Capcom
They're-
alive at this
I
point.
will say
Yeah.
there are more good Mega Man games than there are good Sonic games.
Yes, that I would agree with that. That is probably true.
How many Mega Man games have y'all beaten, by the way?
I beat all of the Zero games. I beat the first Mega Man
Zero's
game,
good.
like the OG one. I beat the second OG one. I don't think I beat the third one.
Oh, the third one's the best one.
I beat
Oh,
like the
man.
fifth one or some random one.
Yeah.
Because there's like 10 classic ones.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
Well,
I'm-
11 now.
I'm going off on a tangent here, but I beat a lot of Mega Man games.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I have two. They're pretty. I like them, but I also like.
I think
some
the
Sonic
the
games.
Zero ones were the best. Also, ZX was pretty good.
X was good.
Yeah.
Anyway, awesome. So yeah,
Next top of the hour, Logan, why don't you drop us in?
yeah, let's go to that.
All right, so Mario Kart Tour came out. It's a thing. It's real. It's a Mario Kart mobile game.
20 million downloads
20
over 24
million
hours.
downloads over 24 hours.
More
I
than
think,
Pokemon Go.
yeah, it beat Pokemon Go. I don't think it's going to do very well compared to Pokemon Go.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I've
like with
heard some
Pokemon Go,
things.
with Pokemon Go, there were things to improve to where you get the game we have now that's like almost playable, but like Mario Kart is just this game is so bad. I can't like basically the game amounts to like the car you're driving just goes forward on its own, like on a track, which is fine, I guess. You can choose which direction you turn by swiping left or right, and you can tap to use items, and that's basically it. That's the game.
Yep.
And it's really bad. It's all everything looks really sterile.
I think that's kind of what
stuff.
I don't like about it.
You know what the worst part is? They brought back Yoshi Circuit.
No, I love that from the GameCube.
That's awful. That's the worst
hate
track.
GameCube Yoshi Circuit was so much
From
fun.
Double
The
Dash,
one that's in
yeah.
the shape of Yoshi?
Yeah.
It's awful.
It's completely undrivable.
It's the worst one.
Okay, y'all are just bad at Mario
I would
Kart.
rather
I'm
drive.
No,
sorry.
it's just not fun.
I destroy Yoshi Circuit
Look,
every game.
I
it's
can-
in.
Okay, 50cc.
Okay,
like-
200 cc's, but
I can sit down and look at the Yoshi circuit and be like, yeah, this is a bad track. It's poorly designed. It's not. There's no.
It's just Yoshi.
It's not made to be like fun or anything. It's just look. This one looks like Yoshi. Ain't that cool? Ain't it neat? Look out for those turns near his nose. It's impossible. I hate it.
Oh, see, actually, I don't know. I really enjoy it. And then when it comes to like the back of his head, where it's like, you just go straight through it.
Now that one Yoshi thing
Ba-da-da-da-da.
where it's the valley,
Mm.
it's like a canyon or something.
Oh, you mean the Yoshi Falls, where like there's a waterfall, or are you talking
Maybe
about the
there's
64
a big
one?
There's a big egg.
Oh
like-
God!
Oh, in 64,
yes.
the one with like multiple
That's
pathways.
that's
That
my
one-
favorite one.
That one's cool. It's
That's
like a
my favorite
maze.
track.
It's okay.
It's my favorite track
Yeah.
ever.
I like it in battle mode. It's actually really good for that.
Yeah. Okay, so
Sorry.
But yeah,
it's released. I played it a little bit. I don't think it's. I think the initial boom of downloads and such is not going to. I don't think it's going to last very long, and I think Nintendo knows that because they've given us a golden pass subscription, $4.99 a month. You get some extra stuff. I think you can go a little faster or something.
You can pick 200cc
Yeah, you can pick 200cc.
if you have that. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm. This is probably the worst, like Nintendo mobile game to date. Even the Kirby one was better.
they made a Kirby one.
Yeah, it's on the Switch. It's okay. It's ugh.
See, I feel like Mario Run was worse.
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't play
But-
Mario Run.
Oh, okay. I feel like Mario Run was worse. As someone that's played both, I think there's two big things I don't like about this Mario Kart app. One of them is it feels like they've sucked the life out of the Mario Kart spirit.
yeah.
Almost.
There's no competitive
just-
spirit to it.
Yeah.
You just press hit the button a couple times.
And I feel like even for multiplayer, it comes down to the gacha mechanics of, oh, I have the character that can hold 3 items, and
Yeah.
I got a frenzy, so I win. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of bogus. And then I say the second thing is probably just, it controls so weirdly.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why they wouldn't
Oh my
have made
gosh.
tilt controls for a Mario Kart game on your
Yeah.
phone.
If I remember right, it's like there's 2 modes of play. One is where you can turn,
And one's where you drift.
where you can't drift, and the other one was where you can only drift. But you can't turn.
You can't just slight turn. I have the drifting on because it's better than the other one, but it's still not very good.
Yeah. Anyway, to summarize, I don't think it's really bland. I don't think it's gonna last very long.
I can agree.
Okay.
It's kind of
A
sad.
lot of heated opinions about Mario Kart World.
You got anything else for us, Logan?
Yes, he does.
I got a couple more. Yeah.
Bet money.
Apple Arcade is launching September 19th. So that was like earlier, I guess last week.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. It's $4.99 a month. That's actually the same amount as
It's
the Mario
Mario
Kart. Whoa! Weird. That's hilarious. Okay, so they've got a really big lineup of like indie creators and like Sega. They're all making games.
Girl.
I feel like I remember when I was a kid, the mobile games were really different because they were just kind of getting into the market. They saw like phones and iPods and stuff as like just a new console to release stuff on. Like I could play Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on my iPod, and I didn't have to pay anything beyond the price of getting the game. And I kind of like the idea of maybe going back to something like that, where instead of like having to constantly shill out money to keep playing a mobile game, I can just
Play a
pay
game.
$5 a month.
We are in the era of the subscription service, it seems, because we've got the Google thing coming out, Google Stadia.
Mhm.
we've had Xbox Game Pass and then the PS4 equivalent.
PlayStation Gold.
Oh no, that's just
Oh,
PlayStation
okay.
Plus is just like the subscription so that you can play games online.
Yeah.
Which I think that's stupid inherently, but that's not going to go away. So I don't like it. I agree with you. I think we need to go back to the
The
single
good old
purchase.
days.
Yeah.
And I haven't invested in any of the streaming services where like they basically let you play like for the PS4 one they basically let you play old PS3 games and stuff.
Oh, I know what you're talking about
It's
now.
awful.
I remember that.
I like honestly though there aren't very many super interesting games coming out for this. There's like a Rayman Mini and like a Shantae game, but those are the two titles that really stand out. The rest of it's just kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was gonna say luckily I'm pretty sure Google Stadia and this Apple Stream are gonna bomb.
They
really-
they will either bomb or destroy each other.
I really hope
Hopefully.
they just
They just
flaming crash.
fizzle out into
Die in a steamy, wet, warm pile of trash.
Hey, speaking of trash,
Sorry, I was just
Speaking-
you.
speaking of trash, my last top of the hour.
It's not appropriate.
Fallout
Bryant.
76
Speaking of
helmets
trash.
have been recalled because of dangerous mold found inside of them.
Wait.
Remember when you first told me about this? I
Wait,
thought you were gonna say it
what?
was radioactive. And I was-
Breaking news, Bethesda is still suffering from the fallout of Fallout 76.
Oh
Literally.
my
There's toxic
gosh.
materials in the helmets.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it's a toxic mold. Approximately 2,000 units of the helmet were made. 32 of them were sold, and they all got recalled because there's mold in the cloth inside the helmets that could, it's a kind of mold that you could breathe in and cause
Die.
lung infection from. So
Oh my gosh.
it's actually like a dangerous health risk.
Bethesda is going.
This game
To
is
die.
physically trying to kill people now. How many years has it been since that came out? Like a year and a
A
half?
year and a half or two?
And
Something
it's
like
still
that? Bad.
Still
so
making
bad.
headlines, baby.
Still making headlines.
For how bad it is.
Ugh.
That's crazy, dude.
Jeez.
I cannot believe that's a thing.
That's amazing. I'm in awe.
Oh, okay. I actually have a story about Fallout to tell you guys. I have a friend.
Hit me
He
with your best shot.
pre-ordered. He pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition of I think it was like Fallout 4.
Okay.
Did that come out like 5 years ago or something? Something like that, maybe.
It came out a while ago.
Yeah. So he pre-ordered it, and it came with like the Pit-Boy. Like there was a really cool little bag it came with it or whatever. Like a few weeks ago, he finally got his bag for pre-ordering Fallout 4.
Excellent.
I was like, what the actual heck?
See, stuff like this makes me worried for Doom Eternal.
Oh man, I
Oy.
wonder. Is that Bethesda?
That is Bethesda. It's,
Oh no.
I know. It'll either be like really good or about as bad as the last.
Fallout.
No,
Airbender.
That last. It was like the game where you fight Nazis in the
Oh,
alternate.
Wolfenstein.
Yeah, it'll be good or about as bad as the last Wolfenstein.
Was Wolfenstein 2 pretty bad?
It was pretty bad.
Wolfenstein Youngblood?
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard that was awful.
I knew the first one was pretty decent.
it was fine.
Is what people told me. But
There's some parts that are pretty funny.
Ah.
But yeah, that's all I got for top of the hour.
all right.
What you got for us, Husky?
Yeah, Husky, what you got?
Well, what I've got is something that we all kind of know about. First, it's Pokemon Stream. That's
I'm
gonna be announced
excited.
24
I'm actually
hours.
pretty excited for
It
this.
sounds really interesting.
What's going on with that one?
I told you about this, and you made it your top of the hour.
Yeah.
Right before the show. Basically,
You made this? No, I
yeah.
made this.
October 4th.
Basically.
Okay, you know,
October 4th.
this is a little bit deep. This is a little bit in depth, but you know,
Yeah.
those game cams that the Forest Service puts out, so people can like live stream them and look at bears and stuff as
Like
they go
when you
past
watch
the cameras.
Eagles.
Yeah, you look at like the eagles in New York, or like the deer cams and such stuff like that. It's a
I
thing.
know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Eli,
Oh, they're making a
Husky, did you
wildlife
get it?
cam.
Yeah, like a
thing?
wildlife
Yeah.
cam, and they're gonna show all the new Pokemon on October 4th.
Hopefully quite a few at
It's gonna be
least.
like 24 hours long. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I'll probably just look at highlights, but
Oh, I'm going to look at highlights.
yeah.
I have not. I might pop in, but it's a 24-hour live stream of there's a camera in a specific, like the forest mushroom region of Galar, and it's just you're gonna watch Pokemon do stuff.
So they're just showing new Pokemon?
Yeah, they're gonna show new Pokemon. Maybe they'll show
But it's
some
a
classic.
24-hour
I mean,
stream.
I don't think they'll have enough Pokemon to do like 24 hours of footage. So they'll probably bring in like a Pikachu or a Mario or
They may
whatever
just show
whatever Pokemon there are.
Mario.
A Bokoblin, that's Pokemon, right?
They might just like show off the Pokedex. Just go ahead and be like, "This is who's in the game," and that way there's no questions. Like you know exactly who's gonna be there before you get it. Especially for like the hardcore Mon people that are like, "I want my favorite in the game. Where's my favorite Pokemon?"
Shut
You
up!
can, yeah, exactly.
Aren't like all the popular ones
we can
from
know.
Gen 1 and 2?
I don't know.
Most of those are in the game anyway. But
Some,
I know it's not gonna happen. But it'd be cool if
I like Gen 3.
it'd be cool if
and
like
4.
a bunch of Pokemon start fighting, or if like one of them grabs the camera and starts flying away with it, and
That'd
the
be
camera
sick.
just goes on like a crazy adventure throughout the Galar region.
Okay, that would actually be really cool.
I'd be into that, but I don't know what they're gonna do. It'll be cool. I'll
Nintendo,
check.
take
yeah.
notes.
So check it out, I guess, if you got the time. That's your top of the hour, Husky.
I told you I didn't get to prepare for this show.
Yeah, you're okay, brother.
I'm busy.
You gonna
I'm
cry?
tired. A little bit.
You're crying.
I do have 2 top of the hours though, aside from that one.
Ooh,
Ooh, okay.
nice. Do it.
See, he actually took that one, so he had more.
Hit me with it.
I got you with a sucker punch.
This is something I don't know about.
It's your
Yeah.
top of the hour.
Do
or
it
it's
then.
my
So
I'm excited.
let me look this up. Apparently,
yeah, what is it?
well, the first one needs like 2 seconds. Ooh, no, that's not it.
2 seconds is good. That's okay.
Uh oh.
Go up. Wow, I hate Twitter. Okay.
Dude, I do too.
I was like, let me scroll up. It's like, oh, you want to go back to the homepage? No, wait. Oh, you want to go back to the homepage, right? No. All right.
I hate it when that
So
happens.
this is gonna be an Uncharted movie.
Wait, what?
Dun 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 dun
Seriously?
dun dun dun. Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
I'll look up.
I hope it does better than Tomb Raider.
I'll look up the exact deets of it, but it's gonna be directed by Travis Knight, the guy who directed Bumblebee, and Kubo and the Two Strings.
Okay, Kubo was actually kind of cool.
I heard Kubo was good, and I heard Bumblebee was pretty good.
Yeah, Bumblebee wasn't bad.
That's nice. Maybe it'll be a really good movie.
Or just pretty good. If it's pretty good, I'll be happy.
It'll be better than the 4th Indiana Jones movie, definitely. So
Everything's better than the 4th Indiana Jones movie.
So
Everything.
this is from Deadline.com. Sony Pictures is negotiating with Travis Knight to direct Uncharted, the Sony Pictures film adaptation of the massive-selling PlayStation game. Tom Holland remains attached to Star and has been squarely in the mix in the discussions for Knight to come aboard after Dan Trachtenberg exited. The film will begin production early next year. So
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland's going to be starring in it. I didn't think he's going to tank his career this early. Jeez.
wow.
Well, I mean, especially
It's
after
a video
today's
game
news.
movie. What
Oh
are
yeah,
you doing?
Spider-Man's
Know
coming
about
back.
He's
Spider-Man's
back, baby.
But that's not a video game, so we're not talking about that.
I know, but that's all I care about. Is
But yeah,
we had to say it.
video game movies, they've had middling success.
They all stink.
Rampage is okay.
They're not all bad.
I think Tomb Raider was okay.
Assassin's Creed was, yeah, it was
Really
That
bad.
was bad.
Ooh. The Super Mario movie.
Battleship was, no, that was still bad.
That's a board game.
I think the Sonic the Hedgehog OVA was pretty okay.
Yeah,
It was just like a silly, fun-hearted.
that was actually okay. It's like the Sonic CD intro, but like 2 hours long.
You know, if the Sonic movie comes out and the new
You know
Sonic
what
trailer
I'm
comes
going to
out,
do?
new Sonic trailer comes out, and Sonic doesn't look half bad, I'm going to be actually invested.
Same.
I don't
that'll
think
get
that'll
me.
be enough to save the movie.
As long as they don't make rings warp people, either.
I
don't
mean,
want that.
I want Shadow
just-
in it.
Unless it's
I'm
a
not
special.
sure.
Unless it's a special stage.
the movie was made and is being made by people who thought that original design was okay.
Yeah.
That's
The-
true.
The bar is set pretty low on this one, guys.
I'm hoping Sega comes in and says, "Hey, this is how he works in the game."
They don't know how he works in the. This is how he works in the game. He clips through the floor,
Oh,
and the thing crashes.
We like to
that's
put
not in every game.
Ugh.
We like
I
to
hate
make sure
Sonic.
that whenever something intense is happening, the camera zooms away and Sonic dies off screen,
Oh yes.
and then the whole thing starts over.
Are y'all just bad at Sonic
A lot
games?
of people
how-
have,
No,
like,
that's just
what is
the
happening?
UI.
Yeah.
In Sonic Forces.
That's a fact, though. It's real. It
I've
happens.
never played Sonic Forces.
Me
What
This
do
is
you-
from my own
Okay,
experience.
but like, what game are you talking
Listen,
about? Is what I'm asking.
People have like an ironic
Sonic 06,
fascination
Sonic
with
Adventure
like
2,
hating
Sonic
Sonic.
Adventure 1.
I'm pretty sure we have a genuine hatred, or at least I do. I don't know about you. I genuinely do.
I don't
not like
hate
them.
it. I'm just ambivalent toward it. I don't care because I know
Ugh.
it's.
I'm one of the few that actually likes.
Yeah, I know you like it, Brian.
You
I
tell
know
us
you
about
like
it
the
every
game.
day.
Please. I'm not paying you for this anymore. Get out.
Are you gonna cry?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, there he goes.
There goes my hero.
All right.
Him as he
Why does the person at this end of the table always have to run away?
It's our job.
Okay.
Because the person
It's
who
in the
sits at
res-
that table,
It's in the description.
All right, you got another top of the hour.
I do.
Awesome, because
Do
we
it.
literally have gone
Yeah.
30
There-
minutes through our show with top of the hours.
Remember Destiny?
No, stop.
What?
No,
Remember Destiny?
stop. No.
I do.
No.
You remember Destiny 2?
No.
Yes.
No.
You remember how that was awful?
No. No.
It required an app so you could keep track of all your lore.
No.
I remember how Activision let Bungie have it.
No.
Yes.
No. No.
Okay.
No.
Starting October 1st.
No. No.
What about
No.
October 1st?
What about it?
Destiny 2 will now be available to play your way. It will be free to play.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
that's not bad. Okay, fine.
Thought you were gonna announce
The
Destiny.
entire comment section was riddled with people yelling at them about how they spent $150 in that. I'm like, you're a moron. Why did you drop $150 on Destiny?
That's a good point.
Wait, so Destiny 2 including DLC?
Destiny 2 is free. Let me look
Does
up
that
the
include
article.
DLC, I wonder?
Well, let me look up the article
Okay.
real quick. Mm-hmm.
If it does, then it's not a bad deal.
I was really worried you were gonna announce Destiny 3 for a
That's
second.
what I was thinking, and that's why I was like,
And I was
no,
like,
please.
oh.
Destiny 3 featuring Overwatch.
It's just Anthem.
Okay,
Whether
if
you
Overwatch got like an actual story game,
Gameplay.
I'd actually be okay with that.
Eh.
So this
I'm
whole
ambivalent.
thing, and it starts
I like
October 1st. Play for free October 1st. Whether you're continuing your journey or just beginning, starting October 1st, play Destiny 1 or Destiny 2 your way. So let's see. Starting power level, you're just gonna get 750 light level right off the bat. Level the max power, free seasonal ranks and rewards. Let's look at all this. I think Shadowkeep you're gonna have to actually pay for, because that's the new expansion that they're gonna be doing.
Oh, they're still putting content in that? In
They
Destiny
never
2?
stop.
Wow. That's amazing.
So yeah, Shadowkeep releases October 1st as well. So that's probably why. Let's see. Conquer your fears, blah blah blah.
That's
Still
kinda
your
crazy.
fear.
So they're just trying to get people to come in and buy that new expansion.
Yeah. I mean, I'll play the game for free, but
I already have it for free. I got
on
it.
PlayStation.
I got it free when it was PlayStation Plus, and I still don't play it because it's awful.
Right.
The
It's
gunplay.
just too much space.
They ruined the gunplay from the first one, and as soon as I saw that, I was like,
Did the first one have good gunplay?
Yeah, it had really smooth gunplay and gameplay. It like that was fine with it. Like
Yeah.
how your character moved and functioned, that was really fun, and that's why I played it for so long, even
Yeah.
though everything else was like. But
You're not
boy.
wrong.
but like. Yeah,
okay.
no, I'm not playing Destiny 2. You can offer it for me free again, a third time, 1,000 times. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not downloading
if
it.
it's free on
not doing
PC,
that to
I
myself.
might just try it for fun.
Yeah, you can try it and come to your own conclusion. I encourage
I'd say
everybody to
that's
try it
dumb.
and come to the same, or not the same, their own conclusion.
Same conclusion
Come to the
of
same
it sucks.
conclusion as me. If you're smart, if you're correct, then you'll think the same way I do. That's how it is.
I'm J.
Here on the
Jonah Jameson.
doghouse.
But yeah, that was my top of the hours.
Now go play Destiny, and when you're done, bring me those pictures of Spider-Man.
Dude, Spider-Man PS4 too?
They'll probably just keep adding content to Spider-Man 4. I feel
They've,
like
they've stopped.
I'm saying. Oh,
Did you guys see that new Kakarot cover?
No.
oh, is
it
that the
just
new
Goku?
Dragon Ball
Yeah,
game?
Goku on the Nimbus with like a orange background.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Somebody like there was a guy I watched who's like totally not Mark. He's a YouTuber. he drew like an entirely new like cover because he was like, that one's stupid.
Mm.
So like it had like Goku, like since it's named Kakarot, he wanted to make it like about Goku's life.
Like
So
centralized.
he made Goku as a kid. You know how he prayed to the Dragon Ball because
Mhm.
in the original Dragon Ball, he
Yeah.
prayed to the 4-star ball. It has him clasped hands like that with the Dragon Ball like glowing, and then behind it like smiling. But then behind him he has the roaring Super Saiyan transformation.
That's actually cool.
That's pretty cool.
It was it was. I'll have to show you guys the finished thing later, but
Is
it looked
Kakarot
really
going
good.
that deep? Like into Dragon Ball,
I think
the original?
I hope so.
Is
We haven't seen much
like
about
in
it at all.
in Dragon Ball is Goku like
A kid.
70? At this
He's
point?
like 40.
Okay.
How is he 40?
I think in GT he's like 50, but like
In Super, he's 40.
30 to 40.
I don't.
He's getting up there.
He also isn't training
He's a
Oob
grandfather.
like he should be.
He's a grandfather, so
Whoa.
But where's Oob? Where's Oob at?
I don't know
He's
about
not
Dragon
there.
Ball.
I hope you're reincarnated as somebody good next time.
And he fights him at the end of Dragon Ball Z.
Anyway,
Anyway,
that was our way too big top of the hour. We could have just talked about these in a few
Gosh.
in the
like 5 minutes.
in the meat of the show. We're gonna have to restructure how we do these things. But yeah, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about State of Play featuring Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the MediEvil demo, and a few other things. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? Amid the chaos? Or is the best time perhaps today? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. You're listening to The Doghouse with your hosts, Husky, Dingo, and Updog.
Hey, what's up, fellow gamers? Kind of had a long top of the hour. Turned out to be most of the hour, but now we're back, and we're gonna hit you with the rest of that gaming news.
Yeah.
Hit you right in the face. Gonna put it in your ears.
Just like we want to hit the Mac.
Yes, give me. Yeah, we're having some audio issues, so if you experience some weird audio disruptions, that's why. We're gonna be fixing that soon, right after the show. Don't know why. We can only hear like songs and stuff in half of our in like one ear. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we've all gone collectively deaf
Insane.
in one ear, which is possible. I don't know. Did you guys put on any like Fallout helmets? Get some ear fungus.
Oh no. Thankfully, I've never played a Fallout game ever, so I'm safe.
Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's what I hear.
I guess we're gonna talk about state of play.
Playing
yeah,
state.
so September 24th, PlayStation had State of Play. Their big boy announcement of that was Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I just wanna put this out there before we start talking about the games. There was like a very big, like it looked a lot like a Nintendo Direct. Just the style of how they did it.
Yeah.
and
It was
the
evident.
layout. It was very evident that they were drawing from the Nintendo Direct,
Mhm.
which I find both hilarious and slightly disheartening.
And it was even worse because like it wasn't as cool.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. It
Like-
really wasn't.
Like the Yacht Club games, or the people who did Shovel Knight, they did kind of their own thing, and it was in the same style, but it looked a lot cooler
Mhm.
than this one.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think it's because Nintendo's like the big flame right now.
Mm.
So
When were they not though?
Wii U.
Yeah,
yeah, they
guess.
still had a lot of good games for the Wii U.
Yeah.
But did anyone own it?
A lot of
I
people.
did.
Anyone who wanted Smash.
A lot of people didn't.
A lot of
There
people who
weren't-
played Monster Hunter owned it.
There
which
just weren't a lot.
in
That's
Japan,
what I'm
that's
saying.
a
yeah,
lot.
that's two big groups. Let's see what else do they have.
I'm not saying it was like a hyper success. but,
Anyone
you know,
who was nostalgic for Star Fox probably bought one, and immediately
Hated it.
regretted the decision.
let's not talk about that right now, okay?
So Star Fox Zero.
I need
is
you to
a-
put that. I
Star
need-
Fox Zero is a game for the Nintendo Wii U. Barely.
I want
It
to put
is-
my fist through your chest.
Game
Jeez.
doctors, anyone?
You're fired. Get
oh
out.
boy.
I think that's something that we could do.
You're gonna need a real doctor if you talk about that game
We
anymore.
can talk about a lot of Star Fox games. Sadly,
I think Assault's one of the ones it's fine.
Let's not talk about Star Fox Adventures though. Let's
Yeah.
just
Call of
leave
Duty
that
Modern
one.
Warfare. That was the game that started out with in State of Play.
Yeah,
Let's
it
talk about
was.
that.
That's a good idea.
Game
It-
doctors for that franchise. I don't even think
Okay, well
the best
actually,
surgeon in the world.
the
could
game
do
they
that.
opened with was the Humanity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that actually looked really interesting.
It looked like a really big tech
I had,
demo.
I had already forgotten
Yeah.
about that. So
Like I don't know what you. I guess you like. It looks like
It's
kind of
like
like
some humans are red and some
Some of
are
them
it's
are-
like
human.
an experimental thing.
it was like a tech. It reminded me of when they had all those Mario's
For Pikmin.
for Pikmin. Yeah,
yeah. Uh-huh.
it was pretty
Pikmin
fun.
was pretty cool.
I like Pikmin.
This game looks average.
Yeah.
It definitely looks average.
like
it's just an
Pikmin
interesting.
2.
Oh, Pikmin. Yeah,
Oy.
Pikmin 2 is pretty.
I haven't
Yeesh.
played it.
Ouch. It was
Never
okay.
played it. But this game looks okay. Humanity. After that, they talked about
Call of Duty.
Call
at
of
that
Duty,
point.
Modern Warfare.
It looks like Call of Duty.
Looks like Call of Duty.
Smells like it too.
I'm not interested at all.
No,
But if you are interested, at least at the very least, it looks like they're not going for the super techy stuff. They're just gonna go right back into the genre that made them a lot of money, and they're probably gonna ruin it by putting a whole bunch of microtransactions.
Yep.
And yeah.
you guys remember Titanfall?
Oh,
Nope.
boy.
Anyway.
So actually, something else that's interesting about the Call of Duty, just to talk about
do.
this, it's like the only thing that's interesting about it. Apparently, there's some extra things. I think it's the Spec Ops missions, and it's only going to be on PS4. So
Wow.
yeah, apparently Xbox owners of the game are basically just going to have the multiplayer.
That's weird. Just no campaign?
No.
I don't like that.
Yeah, and so like a lot of I've got a good friend who pre-ordered on PS4 because he liked Call of Duty for some reason, and his cousin and like all of his friends apparently pre-ordered it on Xbox, and they're canceling their pre-orders because they aren't getting Spec Ops.
That sucks.
I'm like, well, Ripperoni, play a good game, and you'll
Got 'em.
actually get stuff.
GG.
See, as much of our disagreements are about Kingdom Hearts and Monster Hunter,
And Sonic.
we're not talking about Sonic. I think we can both agree that at least those two franchises don't lock content
Yeah.
behind stuff.
I think everyone here.
Yeah, they're not stupid.
Like the one thing that I think Monster Hunter like had like an exclusive for was for like a PS4 game that was already exclusive. So like we can't bring that to Xbox. Well, we legally can't bring that to Xbox.
Yeah, like they had the exclusive like Isabelle costume for your Palico in the
Yeah.
3DS one.
It was like they had like
Yeah.
it's like the alloy thing. That's what they had from the
Oh, okay. I think
what's
I know
that
what you're
game?
talking about.
I forgot. It came
Horizon
out,
Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn. It came out and everybody was like, "This is better than Breath of the Wild." I'm like,
It was not.
I remember Truett said
looks
that.
like one of those super cinematic games that's gonna be forgotten in 2 years.
I liked how you had to build stuff while you were fighting. Like there was no pause and like construct weapons menu. That was pretty cool. But like the rest of it just looked like generic, like Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
It was Tomb Raider
Stuff.
cinematic, high detail graphic or photorealistic graphic, kind of like
Uncharted or Tomb
Uncharted
Raider.
esque. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like so many of them. You're just like, ugh.
That's oh
You
god.
said the one thing. You said the one word that triggers Xbox in my head, and that's graphics, because that's literally the only reason Xbox exists.
I don't dislike graphics. Okay, I'm just saying that there should be more to a game
Than
than
just
that.
Yeah.
graphics.
Like I think
There has to be style to the graphics.
a good example
That
to
too.
that would be like the God of War game. Like
There's a style.
there's a style. There's a lot like pretty good graphics. The snow looks really nice, but it all comes into the play like into the gameplay. And the game,
Good game.
The
Yeah.
new God of War, like style, like at first like it's super photorealistic, but then you look at it and like every graphical element, every design choice plays into that game's like setting. Whereas like other stuff is like,
yeah.
I
like
agree.
sometimes it might. And maybe I'm just giving Horizon Zero Dawn too much trouble. I wasn't able to get it, so I'm
And
not
Call
gonna
of
I'm not
Duty.
gonna judge it all the way because it might actually be like a hidden gem. But from what I saw, I was like, everybody stopped talking about it. Like Breath of the
People still talk about Breath
like,
of the Wild.
It's
Breath of
so
the Wild had an
good.
impact, and like it's not a perfect game, but the cultural impact it had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like people were amped about this game. All right, but yeah, Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Try it. See what I wouldn't invest $60 in a Call of Duty game.
Call of Duty
Unless
Shoot
you
a Man.
absolutely know, yes,
49.
This is the gaming experience that I want.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming out October. The next one was Watum, which is
Weird.
yeah, it's from the designer of Katamari Damacy. And if you know what that is, then you already know what this game is all about.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, well, you can join the camp because none of us know what it's about.
I didn't understand any of
I
it.
think it's like
Weirdness.
you connect, like everybody's lost in themselves.
It's The
and you're
Sims, but with random
making
objects.
friends.
It's
Yeah.
it's very like I think in Katamari Damacy you're bringing everything together physically, but in this game you're doing it emotionally.
And you
So
hold-
it's
Shut
a
up.
ripoff. It's
Shut
a
up.
ripoff of
Literally,
Katamari
you
Damacy.
you hold hands with everybody and like kind of skip around, and then you blow up. And
It's weird. It's gonna be interesting to see what it turns into, though.
I
But
might have to grab
yeah.
it. It looks weird enough that I would play it and just laugh at how silly it is.
you should play Katamari Damacy. That's a good game.
You should just
That's
play
a
the
good game.
Untitled Goose Game if you want a good laugh.
That too.
Yes,
That looks
Untitled Goose Game is
amazing.
funny.
After that, we had Arrive.
Wait, we had what?
Arrive.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
remember
that
that.
actually looks. It was the
Viking
Viking.
Santa.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it opens with like a Viking dying, and I guess he's going on like a trip through the afterlife.
Dang, his ancestors.
Yeah, it's so weird going from like this weird
Yeah.
mess of like concepts and stuff, and I don't understand what it is, and then I look at the next one, so oh yeah, I get it.
And it looks
Yeah.
good.
It's
Again,
it's
with
called like
graphics and
Arise,
stuff.
a Simple Tale was what it was.
Yeah, simple story. It actually looks really cool.
Yeah, I'm into it.
After that, they talked about VR for way too long.
There was one thing I thought looked cool in VR, and it was the stealth one, and it looked okay. But it didn't look like amazing.
It looks
MediEvil. There's a demo for the MediEvil remake on PS4. You guys should play that.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty good.
Should be good.
Civ 6 is coming to PS4. There's a Death Stranding PS4 Pro bundle coming out November 8th. Death Stranding, it looks cool, and it looks like one of those, like, the story is like one of those, like, weird, like,
Hideo Kojima
ethereal,
stories.
like, concepts that I'm kind of interested, but, like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, investing $60, that's a big investment.
Yeah. But Norman Reedus is in it. Your
For
favorite,
me.
your
And the
favorite
Funky
actor.
Venus.
Yeah. After that, they talked about the After Party, which is like it's a game about how you have to outdrink Satan to get out of the hell. Yeah,
That's a game.
that's the game.
It's real.
The show, MLB The Show 2019 plus Last of Us 1 is in. It's going to be free next month, October.
Oh,
PS
boy.
Plus. So if you have a PlayStation and you have PS Plus, you can download those games.
Do it. Go for it.
Do we want to talk
And
about
speaking of Last of
Us?
Us 2, there's a trailer and gameplay that came out.
How do you
So
feel
on a
about
scale of 1 to 10, how would
Okay.
you rate our kids
Okay.
that
You
we
want me
had
to rate
last
it
night?
As someone
Okay.
that's never played Last of Us and looking in? Or?
Same.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
listen. I'd like to just start off with like a serious.
Oh.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Here's
Yeah.
listen. I haven't played The Last of Us. I haven't played the first one, but I appreciated kind of a lot of the dialogue and a lot of the heart, I guess, that was in the story. Like even I could tell just from looking at some of the trailers and gameplay. It's like, yeah, these people actually cared a lot about making the relationship between Joel and Ellie like real, and they put a lot of work into writing the dialogue and stuff. I did not get that impression from the trailer of the second one.
I agree.
It's a ham-fisted attempt at making her quirky and trying to make me care for her love interest, which apparently dies, by the way.
Yeah, like they
Really?
They basically, well, no, like in the trailer, they say like for half of it, you're gonna see her as this person or whatever, and then the next half is like, oh yeah, I'm going on a rampage, and it's like you told me a big plot element that happens in the game.
Yeah, it's like movie trailers. They just tell you the whole like story in 5 minutes, and that's the trailer.
I don't like that. I don't want that.
Also, Joel is back, I guess.
Yeah, Joel.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Joel for Smash.
Didn't he supposedly get like bitten or something at the end of Last of Us 1?
I don't know. I didn't watch. I don't play it.
I think I heard something like
Game-
that, and so apparently him showing up is big or whatever.
I'm going to be honest. This game looks like another run-of-the-mill survival horror,
Yeah.
survival post-apocalyptic game.
Yeah.
Shuffle in there with Days Gone and other games that have come to pass, and we're going to forget about it in like a year or so.
But like what's silly about it is you say that, but most of the things she was fighting in this game that I saw, like most of them were just regular dudes and dogs.
Yeah, there was like 1 or 2 zombies, but they're all returning zombies, which makes me think I wonder if they're going to add new kinds, but who knows?
Probably not.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only reason the reasons people talk about the first one isn't really for the gameplay or like any of the style choices. It's about the story. I don't think this one's story is going to be as good.
Yeah.
So
Probably not.
This and it kind of undercuts a little bit of it because she's immune. That's her character. She
yeah.
was supposed to be the catalyst for a cure, which apparently didn't happen.
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
Because it's 5
Humanity
years
is
in the
doomed.
future.
Subverted your expectations, didn't we?
I hate you.
That's so confusing. I don't quite get that.
Subverted my expectations like Castlevania series.
Aye, aye, aye.
That anime was awful. Anyways,
Oh, was it bad?
The second season
was.
pretty bad.
Oh, really? Oh.
But yeah, it comes out February 21st, 2020. Be sure to definitely
Play it
invest
at
$60 in that.
Buy it, play it, tell me how it goes. Because
Tell us if you like it.
I can't become invested.
All right, you
I've
got
tried.
5 minutes to talk about Dragon Quest XI.
All right, cool. Honestly, that's probably just enough time, or even less time. So I wanted to just talk about this because it's a really good game. Dragon Quest XI came out for the Switch. Actually, I believe like today or yesterday. So it was very recently. Anyways, so I want to talk about some of the extra things that they added in this game that were just kind of fun and also really helps the game. Number 1 is the ultra fast battle speed. So in the original game, you could have a normal one and a fast one, and the fast one was the best one because the moves actually went and it looked good. So anyways, ultra fast is probably going to be even better. So that's good.
So wait a minute. Is it like turn-based still, or like?
Yeah, it's turn-based.
Okay, so just makes
It's just
fights
like
go
the animations will be faster.
Wait.
I remember
I'm
seeing like a
confused.
third-person-esque thing where you like free roaming a little bit.
Yeah.
It's still third person. It's just you can move your character about in the field of battle.
Oh, okay, but like once you attack though, you pause and you wait for the enemy to attack, right?
You can still like move your character around.
But like,
yeah.
so you can still move even after you've attacked. So there's not like a pause.
No, like you can move. You basically just move your character around as the fight goes.
But like,
It's kind of weird.
can the enemy move? I
think
feel like
they do.
I feel like
but
I just need to look at this and like see.
Because what you're
See, it's
describing
really
does not sound like turn-based combat. What you're describing sounds like
It's
combat.
Okay, so here I'll say it like this: you get a menu that pops up, but you can still move your character. Then you select from that menu. Your character performs that action. And you can still move around with your character. You just can't do anything until it's your turn.
You just described playing as hero in Smash Bros. Ultimate.
So you gotta wait for the enemy to attack before you can attack.
Yes. It's really just weird,
Okay.
and you have to watch it. I'll just be honest.
Yeah.
I can't explain it very well with words.
I feel like we're getting
So-
distracted by this. Go ahead and
Also true.
Yeah.
Something that's really big is in the original version of Dragon Quest XI, they gave you costumes for other protagonists. So like the protagonist from Dragon Quest VIII, who's also in Smash. But anyways, you could actually dress up the hero in this game, who's called the Luminary,
Right.
as that character, but it was an equipment slot. In this version of the game, it's a cosmetic. So basically you can equip that and still have good armor on, which is kind of cool. I think that's a good little
Okay,
addition.
so there's like a lot of quality of life improvements.
Yeah, it's a bunch of quality of life. And then some other cool things, some obvious new content. There's party member quests. So basically, each of your party members will have specific side quests type things that helps them, like, you basically see the story through their perspective.
Oh,
and so it's
boy.
really cool. And they also have their own unique party members that join them for that. And so it's going to be, I think that's going to be really cool.
I'm excited. Dragon Quest XI looks like I'm not super interested in a lot of turn-based stuff, but
Yeah.
Dragon Quest XI was kind of the exception to that. I was like, oh, that looks kind of interesting. So
It's really good.
I'm gonna give the demo a try. So there's a demo. If you're not sure about it,
It's
there's
10 hours long.
there's a demo that's 10 hours long. Go
Whoa!
out, play it. Go out, get out there.
Yeah, like seriously.
You'll never see it coming.
That's amazing. I remember.
It's good.
I remember I wasn't interested, but then I played as a hero in Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I was like, he's got all these spells in the game. Really?
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty crazy.
You can make him. You can make him with
Whack.
that. But
Whack.
I want to read one more thing because I thought this was
Right?
hilarious. So Draconian Quest is kind of like a let's make the game 5 million times harder if you choose these options. Yes. So they added some extra options for these, and I just want to read these to y'all, see how y'all
Right.
think of it. So one of them is called Skypox Infection. It's given to your entire party for the rest of the game.
Oh my God! What?
Skypox
You've got the pox now?
causes them to randomly cower in battle and forfeit their turn.
We're gonna play like it's the
Another
Dark
one
Ages.
is you can choose to have townspeople lie to you randomly about important information. Another one is you can enable a full party wipe every time the protagonist dies. And there's other ones that make the game harder or just stupid. It's really funny.
super wacky. I wonder if the hero
They're
in
like skulls from Halo.
I wonder
Kinda,
if
I guess.
I wonder
And then also you can swap to 2D.
I wonder
quick.
if the hero
That's it.
in Smash Bros. Ultimate has the pox, and that's why his neutral game is so bad.
Oof.
These are important questions. Questions that we'll have to
answers.
answer it next time
That's true.
because we're about to go off air. Listen to us next week from 3:10 to 4:10, and tune in tomorrow from 6 to 8 for Dungeon Dogs, our tabletop adventure. You guys have been listening to The Doghouse with your hosts, Husky, Dingo, and Updog. Be sure to tune in next week. Yeah, you can listen to us on the tower, on the cbctower.com and on CBC Tower Radio channel. So this is The Doghouse. Tuning out.
Bye.
See ya. All right, and for all YouTube people,
Adios.
bye.
These are premium boys.